Morning, guys. So I was asked to look at a couple of these questions for homework. So I don't know if I'm going to do all of them, but we'll talk about all of them for sure. So let's talk about question 21. The volume of 5.6 moles. So if we have, these are all going to be PV equals nRT. And how do I know that? Well, if I take a look at what they've given me in the question, they've given me N for moles, they've given me a pressure, they've given me a temperature, and then I will solve for that. Okay, and then I'll throw all those in there, and then what they're asking for is the volume. So I can substitute just those numbers in and get those answers. Okay, so that's how I would do that question. I'll post the answers in the textbook, but I've heard that some of them are incorrect, possibly, or at least people are getting the wrong one, round numbers. So we'll take a look at what that is. Okay, I had some questions about 22. So propane gas, C3H8, is a common gas used to supply barbecues, blah, blah, blah. If the tank contains 20 kilograms of propane, what is the volume? So they've given us a mass, okay, of 20 kilograms. Okay, now there's nowhere in our PV equals nRT for mass, so we have to change that to moles. So we're going to take our 20 kilograms, convert it to grams, and divide by the molar mass of methane, which there's 12 carbons, so that's 36, plus 4, so that's 40. Let me just confirm. 44. Okay, so it's 44 grams per mole, so 44 grams per mole. I'm just using round numbers. It doesn't really, I'm not really, in the end, I'm not super adamant about making sure that you guys have the right numbers right now. I'm only really interested in that you guys understand how to use the equation. And then we have 22 degrees Celsius, so we change that to, So then we have 22 degrees Celsius, so the temperature is 273 plus 22, and our pressure is 100.5, so we're going to sub all those values in. Okay, so, and our goal is to find the volume. So PV equals nRT. Volume is equal to nRT divided by P. And so let me put numbers in. So the volume I got was 11,148, and that is in liters. So we're going to convert that into 1.11 times, or 2 maybe, times 10 to the 4 liters. So looking at the textbook says 1 times 10 to the 3. I don't really see where that comes from. So I sort of scanned my numbers and looked, and we're off by a factor of 10. But I double-checked my numbers, and it seems to be 1.1 times 10 to the 4. So confirm with me and tell me whether you guys got the same number. Let's look at 23. So 23 gives you grams. So 23 gives you a mass in grams, 5.6 grams. So you're going to have to convert that to moles using the molar mass. It's nitrogen, so it's N2. So you have to do that. And then we have milliliters. So the volume needs to be in liters. So you're going to convert milliliters to liters. And then 3 atmospheres. Pressure is equal to, so 1 atmosphere is equal to 101. So 3 atmospheres, so that's 3 times 101. And then you sub all those into PV equals nRT to find the temperature, and you're going to find that in Kelvin, and then you're going to minus 273 from it. Okay, so that's the process that you're going to go through. So you're going to take the mass that they give you, which is in grams, convert it to moles. You're going to take the volume. Hey, my house is in chaos right now. Okay, let's look at question 24. Okay, so 24 gives you moles, gives you a volume, gives you a temperature, so it's asking you for pressure. So I think you guys can do that. You just put your values in and solve for P. Okay, and then the next one, 25. gives you a volume, a pressure, and a temperature, and then asks you to find the mass. Okay, this is slightly different. So you're going to use your PV equals nRT. It's asking for a mass, which obviously is not in there, but whenever you're dealing with masses, you can do moles. Okay, so then you're going to find that value, the moles, and then you're going to use the molar mass of helium to find out your mass. Okay, and the last one, that's not 24, that is 25. Okay, so then the next one, the last one, 6. Find the molar mass of 6 grams. Okay, so this is where it's going to get a little kooky. So PV equals nRT. Okay, so you don't know your molar mass. Okay, unknown gas, but it gives you a pressure, which is 100.5. Gives you a volume, which is 2.5 liters. Gives you your R, and temperature, 273 plus 18. Okay, so what you don't know is you don't know this value. Okay, and you can solve for all of that, find your N, and then use your molar mass is equal to mass divided by your moles. And because you now have this, and you know that there's 6 grams, you can find your molar mass. Okay? So, let me know if you have any questions about that. I know I went through that pretty quick, and there may be some background noise, but try to solve some of those things, and it's a little bit on the messy side. I didn't want to give you the answers. I just want you to work through some of those questions. Let me know if you have any other questions, and then I'll do the same thing. And if you have something really specific, I can work through an individual question with you. Like, I don't understand question number 23. I'll help. I will work through that one specifically. I just don't want to do all of them and show you all the work. I want you to work a little bit at it. Okay?